Hey, morning everybody. Hope everyone is doing well. Woohoo! Well, we're rocking it on here at Pulsechain. That's pretty much sure. I'm excited. Hope you guys are too. Your host, Superman in the house. Welcome to Hex Token channel, of course. We got lots in store, so I hope you guys enjoy it. We're going to check out the stock market, financial markets. We've got inflation coming up. So we talked about that yesterday and several weeks ago. And so it's going to be interesting to talk about. So we're going to get into all that. So very cool. Let's get into chat, say hello, and hope you're doing well wherever you are around the world. So markets are looking pretty good, to be honest, especially in crypto. Stock markets, not so much, but hey, we're in crypto, so that's okay. All right, so getting chat there. Big welcome from me, Hex Token channel, hashtag Superman. We've got Hamuel in there. Hey, woo! Good to see Hamuel. Excited as well. And up and away, the prices will go, says Bluegrass Lures. Yeah, absolutely. It's looking pretty positive, isn't it, in the markets? We're setting up pretty nicely. And of course, Agenda 69, great peeps. Good to see you. Satan's Angels in there as well. Good morning. Brenton as well. Good to see you, Brennan. Jack Axe in house. Top of the morning crew, says Jack Axe. Yeah, it's the morning here in New Zealand still. It's currently 11:32 a.m. 11:32 a.m. on Wednesday, the 10th of August. So it's probably a little bit trippy for some of you who are still on Tuesday, but this is how we roll. It's how we roll here in the future. And I've got Jack Axe, yep, Rocket Mob in there as well. Howdy, good to see Rocket Mob, HP as well. What's up, Superman? Woohoo, says HP. Love this channel, says Property Review. A big shout out to Property Review. Pimp out, Property Review channel. Awesome channel, that one. Check it out if you have any time. You like property markets, go for gold on that. Looks through some of the luxury products, luxury houses in the best parts of the world. Very, very exciting. HP says, working and listening. Hopefully, I'll get my hearing tickled with some good news, says HP. Yeah, we're going to get into some of the news. Let's go. And, of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Yeah, do help subscribe. We're heading up towards 5,555 subscribers. And, of course, you make that possible. So definitely share the channel around. Hit the bell. Hit the like button. That's the way we go. Where are we up to at the moment on that, actually? We're up to 5,264. So if we need to get 5555, let's see what that is. 5555 minus 2. What did I say? 55264. That is 291 more subscribers. Yay! And that'll be a lot of fun. So Crypto 7 is also moving towards 555. So it's going to be a fun for our channels to get there. Obviously, we're both pretty consistent and spreading the word about Pulsechain Hex and PulseHex, which is cool, right? I'm at the bottom of the world and Crypto 7's at the top of the world. It's pretty cool. All right, let's get into it. We've got a few things going on here with the markets. Stock market today. Dow stumbles on Micron warning, inflation data eyed. Now, I said that we're going to get some volatility, and here we are. It's pretty much predictable. These things are predictable. Dow Jones is down 0.2%, down 58 points to 32,774. Remember, the Dow Jones is the top 30 industrial firms in the United States. S&P 500 is down 17 points or 0.4% to 4122. And the NASDAQ, which has a lot of the famous tech companies in there, is down 150 points, 1.2%, down to 12,493 in the index there for the NASDAQ. So those are kind of the big ones we're looking at there. The S&P 500 volatility index is up, as you would expect, with the bit of risk off going there. That is up 0.48 or 1 point there to 2177, and that's up 2.25%. The dollar index is basically flat, just down slightly at 106. So that's kind of where the markets are. Let's have a look at commodities as well. We've got West Texas there, WTI. They're both pretty flat, really. Just minor differences there. $90.55 for West Texas, and Brent oil there, $96.49. We've got gold there at $18.10, back over $1,800, of course, the other day. That is down $1.90 at the moment, though, down slightly. Silver at $20.48, pretty even there as well. And of course, soybeans they're up 2% there to 1,428. On the US soybeans. So let's get into some of the commentary here. We're going to jump through quite a few of the commentary in this particular article. Just to say that consumer discretionary stocks were on the back foot, weighed down by a plunge of cruise companies and retailers following weaker than expected results. So there's a few updates there with some of the cruise lines there. Now, energy stocks, meanwhile, bucked the broader trend even lower, even as oil prices pared gains on fresh hopes for a breakthrough on the US-Iran talks to revive the 2015 Iran nuclear deal that would pave the way to bring much-needed barrels to the market. That's pretty hilarious coming from the current administration. The two-day wobble in stocks come just a day ahead of July's inflation report, which many believe could show inflation peaking and dissuade the Federal Reserve from stepping up the pace of monetary policy tightening. Economists are forecasting that the pace of inflation slowed to 8.7% in the 12 months through to July from 9.1% in February. So let's see. Hopefully that happens. I mean, it's good for us in crypto, and that's what we want. We already know that the admins are following the wrong path, dealing with inflation, and in fact have caused a lot of it. So that's cool for us, right? We want assets to stay up and elevated, and that means that we're, crypto rich, as it were. We don't want them to actually do the right thing, because that would actually smash the asset markets, and we don't want that, right? So happy chappy, as we say. Right, let's jump over to crypto. We got BTC at 23,233. So it's kind of where that is, down 2.45%. We've got Ethereum there at 1706, down 4% today. So yesterday was pretty green. We've had pretty green days. So I guess you're going to have some red days in it. We got BNB just up slightly, actually, which was the opposite yesterday. And that's at 326. Probably the only big news out has been around about Coinbase and, the profit down, obviously. Have some layoffs and things like that. That's probably the big news. We've had some more exchanges and a bit of liquidity issues and stuff like that. So that's probably about it in terms of crypto news. Now, if we look at week on week here, the last week, and have a look at the crypto markets, we got BNB up 15% in the last week to 326. So it's had a really good week. Ethereum up 4.5% on the week basis. And Bitcoin just almost flat, but just slightly down there. Almost flat, though. The last month, let's have a look. And bam, all green. The last month, BTC up 7.5% and Ethereum up 40% over the last month, and BNB up 33%, with most of that in the last week, right? So pretty good for BNB there. Stables are pretty stable, and that's probably pretty much it on the crypto markets. Hex, of course. Let's have a look. Woo! I know you guys love Hex. Put up your hand if you love Hex. Put your hand up. It's just the way we go. I think we've got a few more comments in here about the Hex chart. Before we get into it, let's catch up with some of the comments. I think some people are going pretty insane about this. As soon as I put the Hex chart up, the chat's gone nuts. I'm just kidding. The chat's pretty calm. Let's have a look here. We got Brazology in the house. Hey, good to see you, Briz. Man, some of those Barnsley FC fans are absolutely knobs. Yeah, well, that's right. I thought it was pretty hilarious. We read that out, that press release out yesterday from the fans club. I don't know. They just haven't done their research. They just see a few things up on the internet. I don't know. Who knows what they're doing? Do some investigation, for goodness sake. It's like, my goodness. Fat Sammy says, even Hex fam. Hey, good to see you, Fat Sammy. Hex is fun, says DB. Hex is very fun. Look at this chart. This is a fun chart. I like this chart. Yesterday we had a poll and man, it was slammed. Everyone wanted to pick up Hex over the next 4 to 6 weeks, and that was even compared to Hedron and Maxi, which I thought was really interesting. I didn't quite see it that strong. I thought there'd be a little bit more diversification, as these other ones have been ones we've been talking about. But the chart for Hex looks pretty good in my view. So not surprised there. And of course, it is the king's maker's coin, Richard Hart, of course. KD, hey, all good to see you, KD. Hex Idol as well. Good to see Hex Idol. Spike's in the house. Yo, peeps. Good to see Spike. Fat Sammy, lower high on BTC daily a couple of days ago. Lower high on BTC. Yeah, good point there, Fat Sammy. What else we got? KD, let's go, Superman. Absolutely. D-Hex in the house. Yo, good to see D-Hex. Brennan as well. Good old trading partner there on PulseX. Good to see you, Brennan. And Maxi is pushing up. It seems staying over 10 cents. Yeah, Maxi looking pretty good. And we're going to talk about that soon. So property view, loving Hex. Yeah, Hex looking good. Sandy Beach in the house as well. Good to see you, Sandy Beach, with the Superman and the beach. I like that. Good combination. Pablo Hex Bar is couldn't help myself. Had to buy more Hex. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. That's worthy of a bow down, though. That is a true Hex skin there. Couldn't help myself. Had to buy more Hex. Now, is that the spirit of a Hex skin? I think so. That sounds pretty good to me. Exactly. Hey, guys, tomorrow, full moon pump. I like that too. Exactly. We'll watch that for tomorrow. We have got inflation data out tomorrow. Yeah, so that's pretty positive. No, not smart marketing, not smart making enemies with your sponsor, says KD. Apparently so. Unimax says, well, it's not generally not good to be not doing your research. That's the problem. People not doing their research. KD says, talking about the football team, says KD. I get it. Hey, we're nice people though, KD. We're nice people. We want to be open arms and forgiving and accepting and welcoming. So I guess that's the ethos here. I know that we have a small part of our community that likes to do the opposite, but that's not us, right? That's not us. Pulsechain is coming. We got open arms, open arms. All right, so this is the Hex chart at the moment. 5.5 cents is where we're at the moment. Look at this on the daily. Woo-hoo-hoo, hot doggity dog. And that's looking pretty good there. We've got the top of the Bollinger Bands. That's the Bollinger Bands is blue. The top and the bottom is the top 95% and the bottom 5% of the price range. And the red line is the 50% mark. So it gives us a nice price range. You can see that it is going upwards. It is going upwards. So that's a positive. The trend is your friend. And of course, the bottom at the moment is the bottom is 4 cents. Woohoo! Yeah, we finally got to the 4 cent mark at the bottom of the Bollinger Band. There we are there. That's the bottom. We got finally hit 4 cents today. Nice. The top is at 5.57, almost at 5.6 cents. The red line, the 50% mark, is 4.78, so almost 4.8 cents. Looking really nice. And the EMA 13 in yellow, which we've overlaid, that's given our trend reversal, as well as with the narrow Bollinger Bands. Typically when the Bollinger Band's narrow, so obviously it's going to break out one way or the other. So you need some more indicators on that to see which way it's actually going to go. And of course, we had a massive down, pulled back down here. And now we've had this a nice little low angle on the way up. So just nicely just stepping its way up into glory, as it were. But here we are, nice trend reversal, played out very textbook, looking really good. But it's very elongated because it's quite a low angle on the price rise there. So the EMA 13 in yellow is currently just under 5 cents. Can you believe it? What a tease. What a tease. It's at 4.99. What? That is a tease. Why can't it just be 5? But it's at 0.4996. Can you believe it? But that's basically 5 cents. We'll take that. Anyway, so the current market price, however, is rising the top of the Bollinger Bands, the top 95% of the price range, and that's currently at 5.484 cents. So pretty much 5.5 cents. The high of the day so far is 5.59 cents. So almost 5.6 cents there. So looking pretty good. Yesterday, of course, we got to 5.8 on the spike. It was looking pretty good yesterday, but we got this, I guess it's a butterfly doji candle, which is kind of indecisive, right? Between buyers and sellers. That's kind of what that looks like. And then we came up today. We had another one earlier. We had this butterfly doji thing indecisive, but it's actually gone up. So obviously the candle's got a long way to go. I think how many hours it's got? About 12 hours. So it's only about a 12-hour candle here. It finishes midnight here. It is on DEX tools, so that's why it's got a different time frame from my DEX screener, which the day finishes in 15 minutes. So there's a 12 hours apart between my DEX tools one here for Hex and my DEX screener one, which I show the hourly chart. So that's where it is. Let's go over to the DMI. The DMI here, obviously buyers just tab down a little bit here, but the sellers are way down. So the sellers, you guys know the buyers are in control. This chart's looking good on the upside, and of course, so we could still have quite a bit of ride to go. Our momentum, which is the orange line here, the momentum for the buyers over sellers is super good. Look at this thing. We're up at 37. But we can get way higher. Look at this one back here, 49. So it can keep going, right? That's pretty nice. And we're going to be looking for the top, right? We're looking for that top to give us an idea when it might weaken off a little bit here. So here at the moment, we're still on the upside. So looking good. So that's the DMI. Let's have a look at the RSI. This is not an overbought territory yet. So we're still, elevated at 66. We did have a pullback here at 67. Down to 52. So we've still got room to move higher. So cool. It's still looking good. And of course, our stochastic RSI here still looking very good. And of course, once we get back into this overbought territory, we can keep monitoring that. Might do something like this. At the moment, it's just entering there. So it still looks like we've got room to move ahead of us. So chart's still looking pretty good overall. So that is pretty much Hex. Do you like that? I like that. All right, let's play out something. We've got a video here. Before we do that, let's check out on the chat, make sure I'm up to date. What else? We got a couple comments in here. That is the Hex chart, folks, on the daily. Let's have a look here. We've got a few comments. I don't know where these comments all came from. They just came out of nowhere. Yeah, back to Hex, exactly. Hey, guys, tomorrow full moon pump. Yeah, let's bring that on. That would be very nice. What else we got going there? Exactly says, found Hex at 45 cents, but this dip got my average down to 25. Keep buying. That is the key. You're buying near the bottom, and your volume is so huge, right, that you can bring that average way down. So I've done a video on that in the past on how to dollar cost average and how that works. It really is powerful. Obviously, getting near the low is very important in that strategy. But hey, we've already bounced off 2.8 at the moment, back on the 19th of June. So looking good. Richard's also said the low might be in already, and of course the chart looks very confirmative of that. That's not to say that we're ignorant about some of the things that are coming up. We're obviously in this channel we're highlighting the key financial indicators. If you haven't seen my video for the indicators for August, that's my first video. And of course, I've diarized to do the financial indicators for every month going ahead because we're moving from an environment of cheap money to less cheap money, right? So we've got to change our perspective. We can't just sit in isolation now. When you've got cheap money, you can do that, get away with it. But once the money starts getting more expensive, you've got to start looking at the financial indicators and what's going on in the rest of the market. Pretty much that's what's going to happen. And that will help you protect some of your value in the future, given we've got talking about inflation and recession and these absolute catastrophic kind of words, which actually impact the market a lot. We've just got to be up to date with that. Hex Hodl says RH going to be on the Wolf of Wall Street this Friday. Nice one, Hex Hodl. So take that into account. Wolf, it says Hex Hodl. Let's hope Fat Sandy, says Bob Wells. I have $1,200 waiting for in MetaMask for a couple of T-shares. Was hoping for the 4-cent dip, says Bob Wells. Hey, you never know. Dips can be in the market. It's not to say that we don't get any flash crashes or anything. Set the limit order, says Hex Hodl. Set the limit order. Yeah. I'm looking at 5.5 cents, says Satan Angel. Hello, how are you today? Lies beneath in the house there. Hello, all. Hex, EHEX, PLS, and PLSX for the one. Absolutely lies beneath. That is the ultimate strategy. And that's what I might be talking about this afternoon and second live stream. We might be talking about some strategies coming up on that one. To be honest, as a former soccer player, and overall logo appearance is pretty big, but I hope the two communities can keep it respectful and work things out. Love the sponsorships, exactly. I like your style there, exactly. So true. Alex in the house. Hey, Alex, good to see you. Woohoo! Alex is in the house. Nice. Lies beneath with the emojis looking good. We've got a few other people in there as well. Dave Down Under. One day I'm going to tune in and you're going to announce the launch date. Can you imagine? Well, here we are. You're tuning in, Dave Down Under. We're one day closer to the launch of Pulsechain. No, I'm with you on that, man. Hey, we're all pretty keen, but of course we're all pretty wise as well. We want it to launch when it's ready, not with those attack vectors, right? But heavier than lower. Yeah. A DCA for the win, says Sandy Beach. Now, Sandy Beach is the ultimate. Sandy Beach is diverse. She plays all the financial principles. She DCAs, she limit orders. I think she diversifies and has got a pretty good perspective there. Pump, says Alex. Let's go Hexkins. A launch for in 4 weeks. I like that. Yeah, so September is kind of the possibility. That's kind of the first time when people think we can launch. I personally think that there's more testing and things like that to be going. I'm happy to be wrong, but I still think it's going to be later in the year. The secondary time frame people are talking about is December, January. Obviously, I'd like it earlier, but we'll see. Richard's talking about the bear market, 18 months and things like that. So, it's definitely, you never know. He is in the United States with his mother at the moment, trying to bat off insects and fix toilets and things. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I'm looking forward to PulseCon 2022. I think that's going to be a hoot now that Richard's in the United States. If he gets the opportunity, we'll find out that if he can be there physically, that'd be pretty neat. obviously subject to his mother's welfare, of course. Barnsley FC, happy to promote gambling sites as a sponsor, but not Hex, a true store of value. Doesn't make sense to me. Jim Rat Crypto in house. Hope everybody is doing great. We're doing well. Thank you, Jim Rat Crypto. GSC is in house there. Another content creator spreading the good word about Pulsechain Hex and a Pulse Hex. I'm curious to see these Fed hikes. That's what I'm waiting for. Yeah. Well, I suspect that at the moment people are talking about 75 basis points. It'd be pretty shocking if they did 100 basis points, to be honest. Although if the inflation was higher, they might do that. We've had high employment. That would signal higher hawkish interest rate rise. But of course, this inflation data coming out is the next big thing, really. Hex Huddle, Jim Rat Crypto in the house. Yeah, Beastie Boy. We've got to do the flex. That's Jim Rat Crypto flex. I haven't got the big arms like Jim Rat Crypto, but there we are. That's my best attempt there. And of course, Jim Rat Crypto has helped a lot of people get fit. You know, a huge amount of people in the community getting fit. And I'm going for my second walk today, Jim Rat Crypto. And the sun is out. It's not raining today, thank goodness. It's been raining, and it's looking good now. So Fat Sammy says no way for a September launch. I feel, yeah, I'm with you on that, Fat Sammy. I do want to launch as earlier than later, but we will see. We will see. Ash Tree, woohoo! Good to see Ash Tree. All right, let's play out a little video from the highest of stakes, and this is pretty fun. And of course, they're still doing some, I guess, post-production filming. Obviously filming Richard in France and castles and things like that. They're still obviously adding in certain elements to lift the production. So we are still expecting it by the end of the year. So I think it's going to be fun. Let's play that. It is cool. All right. So bam.
I know this looks a little bit weird. You've got Evan here holding a shear, but this is a masterclass in how you bring photos to life. Because here, this is Mr. Richard working in air conditioning. And so what we're gonna do, we've got the sunlight coming in. We're using the shear here just to soften it. And now give us the Florida summer breeze, please. Look at that Florida summer breeze. And then we just have the camera move just like that. Tell me that is not so much more cinematic than just seeing a darn photo on the screen. That's right, my friend, some more movie magic, right, Evan? Movie magic.
Movie magic.
Doesn't feel like it, but it is.
All right, so that was a young Richard Hart in those pictures, doing air conditioning, fixing air conditionings, which we have heard about in the past. Thought that was pretty cool. And your highest stakes, they're just doing a little bit more additions to the film documentary. It's going to be so fun. I'm excited about it. Woohoo! So that came out earlier today. Pretty nice. Appreciate that. Highest stakes. We've got a couple more comments as well. I think we've got Fat Sammy says keeping eyes on a possible crypto decouple from the wider market in the coming months as people try and escape the inflation and their fiat. True that, Fat Sammy. All right, and lies beneath with the emojis. Looking good. All right, let's jump over to the rest of the market. Woohoo! Let's go. And of course, over here, we've got the Hex on the hourly here. Now, we just looked at Hex on the daily. That was on my Dex Tools chart. That has got a different day on it, 12 hours apart. But this one here is about to finish in 6 minutes. This is on a daily chart. This candle's about to finish in 6 minutes on the daily. So I haven't got the daily up here. I've got the hourly. But let's have a look here. So this is the daily here on this one. So you can see this is about to finish. And that still has that high wick in it. Whereas my other candle, you can see the wicks in the previous day because it's 12 hours apart. So it's a little different. But we'll have a look at the hourly on here. That's why we have this set up. You can sort of see some of the action. That was our big top there, up to 5.8 cents. Pretty nice. Pull back from there, and we're up here at 5.5. Really good green. Is this a Hex Token channel pump? Does that qualify? It looks pretty qualified to me. I don't know if we actually pushed the price up, but it's looking good on the hourly. And we're gonna have a nice close for today on the Hex Daily Stats, which is coming up in about 20 minutes. And look at this uptrend on the hourly here. Woohoo! Look at that uptrend on the hourly. That's been going hour after hour up to the right. We like that. We like this little staggering formation. Not too steep either. So looking good there on Hex. Let's jump over to Hedron, obviously with Icosa coming out. And that's exciting. We're looking on Wednesday. So not Wednesday here, but Wednesday American time. I think it's Eastern time. We're going to have get some details. One of the smaller YouTube channels, they're going to have Alex is going to be on there and give out the details about the details about the launch of Icosa. So it seems like Icosa is actually probably, I was saying a week to 10 days. It may actually be a bit longer, maybe a couple of weeks ahead of Maximus. So we will see. That is pretty much where we're at this stage. And this is looking good. So Icosa is still coming, and bullish for Hex, bullish for Hedron, bullish for Icosa, I would say. But definitely looking good there. We're in overbought territory. We can see the RSI down the bottom here. It wasn't overbought territory. It's pulled back a bit here. Probably a little healthy pullback, to be honest, before the Icosa actually launches. So currently at 1800 and has been as high yesterday at 22.25. So pretty cool. All right, so that's kind of where that's coming. Waiting for Icosa. That's going to come out within the next 24 hours. We'll have probably the launch date, I guess. It's looking bullish from that point of view. There's going to be some other details in there. Yeah, let's see how that goes tomorrow. I'll be able to report on that tomorrow. It's going to be fun. Now we've got Maximus here looking pretty good, like a boss. Woohoo! Look at this, man. This is about this was earlier. This has still got the day's candle. We've got 4 minutes left in the day on my candles here on Deck Screener. And look at the height of this. We got to 11.5 cents. Isn't that cool? And of course, over these other times that we've been at 10 cents, the last time we've been at 11 cents was back here on the 6th of June. So really, really nice there. And currently we're at just under 11 cents at 10.93 cents. Looking really, really good. So nice little uptrend there. Very cool. So Maxi looking good. And obviously we're looking for Maximus to come out. Now, it looks like Dipcatcher is going to be at PulseCon 2022 in September, 6th to the 9th September. And of course, that's less than a month away now. He was talking about on Twitter there. So we're actually going to pull that up. I actually haven't pulled it up. Actually, I was going to pull it up. Let's go to Dipcatcher. Let's pull him up here. And he was going to be at the, he's got a bit of artwork there. Let me jump back down through some of this. Oh, he's been posting a lot. So yeah, here he is. So he's going to be at PulseCon, founder of Maximus DAO, speaking at PulseCon 2022. There's a picture of himself there. So cool. 6th to the 8th there. So nice. And of course, he was also talking about, I can't remember where that is. Let me see the tweets up here somewhere. He's got here, should I deploy Maximus team live on stage? I was like, no. You got to launch as soon as possible. I mean, seriously, it's better to go onto the stage and brag rights rather than launch it. Obviously, that's going to flick the launch into September, and yeah, that doesn't fit as well for our window of opportunity that we talked about yesterday. So that would be better late. That would be late. Better to launch and brag. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. Name here goes as soon as it's ready. T-share rate climb every day that passes. That's true too. So some cool stuff. Yeah, sooner is better. Sooner is better. And of course, we have after the 19th on the 21st, I think it was, we have the interest rate review from the Fed. We want to get a lot of stuff out well before that and pump. That's pretty much pretty much it. So that was kind of cool coming from Dipcatcher there. Congratulations on being on PulseCon as well. I think that's kind of cool. Now let's have a look at the price. So we're at 10.93 cents. We only got 1 minute left in the day on my chart. Let's have a look at the premium. You got the price on here in US cents on the right, and we got the premium on the left here. Let's have a look at this. So the premium at 99.52%. Woohoo! Let's have a full screen of this. We can see that that's looking pretty tasty. And of course, the high of the premium today is 102% today on the high premium. It's actually lifting a little bit there, but I don't know if it's going to get too much further than this without any news from the Maximus team. And of course, if they're going to be now in late August or early September, then that's quite a way away. So we'll be watching them. Obviously, they're going to get audits. They've got 5 products. And obviously we've got the perpetuals, the base, the trio, the lucky, and the dicky, and of course we've got the team token, which requires Maxi. The other 4 require Hex, bullish for Hex, right? So that's how I'd like it to play out. So it looks like we're going to have Icosa, and then we're going to have Maximus. I guess it's better they don't clash together. Having them one after another is probably a much better addition format for pumping Hex, and obviously Maxi, Hedron, and Icosa in that order. So looking forward to it. Let's see how we get on. That's pretty much it. So let's have a look at the BNB memes as well. We've got a few people, we've got a few things going on in BNB. Now, remember that BNB's had a pretty good week, right? So it's flat at the moment, 325, but it's had a pretty good week. And so this is where the context that we're looking at these coins. Let's have a look at PulseDodge. We'll bring up the full chart there. That's pulled back a little bit there, so not doing too hot there, just over 0.4 of a penny. And that is down 11%. P33 is, let's have a look here on the hourly here, is 1683 there. So obviously got trounced here by a big sell-off. It was making actually nice little gains there, up to 25 cents. But some speculator must have been in there and just sold it down to 14. It went back up to 20 cents. It's now down at 17 cents there. So not much happening there at this stage. Let me just change that to the daily because I normally have that on the daily. Let's have a see where that is at. So yeah, that's kind of where it's at there. So was actually making a bit of a move higher. It's still got a higher low, but it's really been impacted quite a bit there. We'll just keep watching that. It's going to have to slowly grind its way back up. Internet money, on the other hand, has been doing pretty well for the most part, except the last couple of days has been a bit of carnage. Also had a massive volatility day yesterday, and of course is closing down at 11.51 at the moment. So was as high as 17.35, down at 11.53 there. So it's still got higher lows, but of course this here's formation's kind of a bit messy. So it's going to have to sort of rebuild itself from here. But otherwise it was doing pretty good, coming off a way low down here at 468. So it's doing better than that, that's for sure. Let's jump over to the airdrops. Obviously the PulseDodge coin has finished. Let's have a look at the weight token. It is at 0.5 cent, so just over 0.5 cent. It's not even worth pulling this up actually because it's still miles down there. This doesn't have auto adjust, so that's why I've got to do it manually. And it always resets itself for some reason. I've got to look at that later on. Here we are at 0.5 cent there. So we had a nice green day yesterday. We got it to 0.6 of a penny. Now we're at 0.5 of a penny there, 0.5 cent. So there we are. Yeah, that's right. So that's where we are at the moment. So not much happening. Not much happening there. Let's pull up PulseDodge coin though, and let's have a look at that. That had pulled off its high of $9.53, and of course, let's see if it's managed to recoup itself. It's had its current market cap 45 million. It's had let's have a look. Let's get rid of that on the right there. The RSI was overbought. That was a very good indication. Played out pretty well, and you saw the retrace there. But we're back down under 63, so it could keep moving higher now. It's probably in better situation. It did 2 days ago. It did get down to $5.87. Can you believe it? $5.87. Then yesterday it got down to $6.28. So it has got a higher low slightly. Today it is bullish candle there too, doji, and of course we're at $5.47 at the moment. So still got the uptrends intact, and of course it looks like it's in recovery mode. So it's looking better today than it was. So we might actually turn that plane slightly up, and we might actually make it green just to say, give an indication. I think that it's probably got a chance to move higher now. It might move sideways a little bit though, and then move higher. So just take that into account. Sort of this zone seems quite comfortable. But it does look like it's probably going to try and make an attempt to move higher. $7.47. Yeah, wow. So if you sold near the top here, you could buy back down here. That would have been a pretty nice gain. You would have picked up quite a nice volume play on that one. Watch out. Now, as I've always said, this is speculative, like crypto speculative, but this is the more speculative part of speculative. Although this is probably not as speculative as some projects by a long shot. This has scarce in supply. There's only 6 million tokens. And there is some sort of whale syndicate. We looked at that yesterday. The whale syndicate was intact yesterday. No selling from them. So it was actually smaller accounts. Maybe what one might consider, I don't know, squids or dolphins or something like that selling. And that's kind of where most of this carnage came from the looks of it yesterday. Cool. That is PulseDodge coin. Now, some of the news from there is that they had announced a landing page for PulseBitcoin. A temporary landing page has been published from PulseBitcoin.com. The official site will not be published until the contract and app are fully deployed. When fully deployed, to be told or something. Remember, you shall have no expectations of profit or work of others. And of course, feel free to follow They say you shall have no expectation of profit worth of others, but this was not a sacrifice. This was an airdrop, so that doesn't apply. Doesn't apply. My goodness, people are just using that too liberally, right? So feel free to follow my Hex info and on Twitter and on PulseBitcoin Twitter account, which we've followed as well. So cool. I might retweet that in there. All right, so that's kind of some of the stuff there. I think we had stuff there. Pulse Dodge, no sacrifice, no funding given or received for free for Hex stakers. Pulse Bitcoin, no sacrifice, no funding given or received, free to mine for PLSD holders, all completely free. People hate apparently free stuff. Any non-RH projects sack for my ICO, people love. Yeah, that's true too. What is going on there? Hello, all the OG Hexkins that hate just salty because they sold PLSD was worthless. They do not understand the market. So on and so on. So some pretty bullish stuff there from the founder. That's pretty much it there. So that's cool. And let's have a quick look at the website. This is the landing page. Obviously, the website's not been updated, but it is PulseBitcoin.com. It's a pretty good name. I think they're on to something here. Welcome to a better Bitcoin, Pulse Bitcoin there. So I think this is going to be the next phase of excitement. We're expecting staking and deflation for a PLSD. And this is the secondary token, Pulse Bitcoin. So watch the space on this. It's going to be fascinating to see the journey. So far, so good, right? So far, so good. So let's see if this chart. It's already started going green there. Already starting to move up a little bit, $7.60. So we'll keep watching this. Like I say, it could do a little move sideways. It would probably be a bit healthier, sort of moving a little bit deeper in that curve before it goes up there. Yeah, we'll keep watching that one. But pretty good news out there from Pulse Bitcoin. Nice. We like it. All right. So we've got the Hex daily stats coming up in about 10 minutes. In the meantime, we're going to get back into the chat and sit on these charts. That's kind of where we're at the stage. We're also going to play a video in a second, so stay tuned for that. Let's get into the comments. Let me just scroll these charts up so that people can see as well. Let me just get up to there. So we've got the Hex on the hourly on the top left. We got Hedron on the daily on the right there. I'm going to full screen this though, if I can. Can I full screen that? I think I can. No, I can't from this angle, but you've still got the RSI there, so it's cool. That'll be fine. That will be fine. And we got Hedron, sorry, Maxi at the bottom left here, the premium on the bottom left, and the price on the bottom right there for Maximus. They are both charts. All right, let's get into some more comments. Bring back summer. Who said that? Who said that? Bring back summer. I like summer. We've got winter at the moment. We're in the last month of winter. We can't wait to get out. We've got 20 days to go. Is it 20 days to go officially of winter here? Bring it on. 3 weeks. We can do it. We've got some more stuff here. Let's go up the top here. Man, did I get that far behind in the comments? It's crazy. Let's have a look here. We've got Brennan there. Haha, HVAC crew. I can relate. And Jim Crypto flex it. Let me just jump into the chat here. Looks like someone's put some stuff in here. It shouldn't be in the chat. Let's see. Jim Rat Crypto. Where did we get to? Jim Rat Crypto. Yeah, cool. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate that. Family channel, Wake Dog. Yeah, absolutely, Sandy Beach. Thank you so much for that. Bob Wells says, first time I created a stake 8 minutes before a new day. That's awesome, Bob Wells. I have done that myself before. We should do a poll on that if you've done that. I've done that. It's a bit nerve-wracking. That's the way I guess. Should be much better than waiting and staring at a pending stake all day. That's true, Bob. Man, oh man, I can relate to that. Hexotter says, oh, I missed it. It was funny. Not really. Yeah. What else? Just jumped through today. Poor Hexotter, the AC broke today. That's pretty sad. Hopefully it's not too hot there. When Moon's in the house, woohoo! Glad to watch you live. Hey, pleasure, man. I do appreciate the support. So great to see you in the chat. Yeah, live's better than recording, I guess. Hex green while ETH and BTC red again, says Fat Sammy. So true. Yeah, Maxi also. What else there? What's up, Suitman? Accidentally in the house. Good to see you. Geez, everyone is going to PulseCon, says Sandy Beach. You actually haven't brought that up. So let's pull up the Pulse conference. That's getting closer and closer every single day. Can you believe it? It's coming. And of course, we've been talking about it most days, so you can get tickets. They still haven't updated that site there, but these are the headline speakers. Let's jump down to here's all the projects that are in there. I've got more projects. I think we've got this Maven Federal. I think that's been added. 27 days and 15 hours to go. Woo! Man, that's going to be cool. Up to 3,000 people are going to be there. I'm pretty sure they got over 2,000 now because they said that when they increased their ticket prices, they were going to put it was when they got hit over 2,000. So, and of course, if Richard is in the United States, if he ends up being there physically, man, they'll sell that thing out in the hotcakes if they do have any tickets left, assuming they do. Those are the ticket prices at the moment. Very, very cool. And it does seem like a lot of people are going there. I think Craig Wadding and Brian are going. So lucky them. Hope they give us some cool little videos too. Here are the latest speakers. We've got obviously Dipcatcher and Michael Mohar there from Maven Federal Credit. They're the latest two that have been added to this list. Founders panels. It's got founders panels, so that's cool. What else we got? Anyone added to the NFTs panel? No one I can see. Anyone added to the Freedom panel? Valentino maybe Valentino has been added there. I'm not sure. Development panel, only Lawrence there, so I'm not sure what's happening there. Hopefully we'll get someone else in there. But the music entertainment panel looking good there, and I think that's about it on the PulseCon. Hashtag everybody is going. That's confirming what you're saying there, Sandy Beach. Hashtag everybody is going. Yeah, here's all the affiliates. Of course, you can get 15% off if you use this discount for those ticket prices, and make sure you get that, because obviously big saving there as well. So cool. Lots of cool stuff happening there. Lots of parties and golf tournaments around this event as well. So you got the Pulse conference and exhibition, but you got all these parties like Power City parties and KSB TV golf tournament and all that sort of stuff. So there's lots of things happening as well before and around it. Like, it's pretty cool. That party is going to be pretty crazy. Look at that party. Woohoo! Apparently it's got the best party venue. As you can see, looks pretty epic. So nice. Lots of these sponsors as well. Looking pretty good. So check out that PulseCon. I'll post it in the chat. I think we're down to the end of the page. Here we are. So I'll post it in the chat there if you want to get a ticket. Get a ticket. Looks more likely that Richard might be there too. Now he's in the United States of America. Right, so look at that Hex chart. Woohoo! Green. We like green. Hexol says, our friend says, I'm not, me neither. I'm not, I hate traveling. Refined in the house there. Cool. I can see Refined. That's more work than employment, airport, taxi, Uber. Yeah, all that stuff is annoying. But that conference is going to look pretty epic from the looks of it. I'm not selling, I swear, says D-Hex. Let's take a moment. Let's just all take a moment to respect the pumps, says DB. I agree with you on that one. Maybe if I was a Hexkin OG, I'd feel like going, says Hex Huddle. Brennan, people would know. Yeah, that's true. I've been asked by so many people, and some even asked for drinks. Lol, that's funny. The heat makes me miserable. Also, says Hex Huddle. In Las Vegas, yeah, probably going to be pretty hot there still. This is out in the desert, isn't it? Jump through some of these comments. Bring back summer. Yeah, we're only about 20 days away from summer here. Obviously, it's summer in the northern hemisphere. We can't wait for. We've had a very rainy season. It's winter. It's been very rainy. So we'll be happy to get rid of that. Been in this Airbnb for like 2 months, and AC finally broke. Hope he fixes it. Getting hot in here. Ouchie. Oh well, we wish you best there, Hex Huddle. That's for sure. Does anyone know how much money was paid for the Barnsley deal? No. So obviously, probably Richard's number one in command there. Probably been set that up, which is a good sign for Hex, right? Putting big advertisements in there. Yeah, that looks bullish to me. Yeah, so we'll find out Brent there. So yeah, that's a bullish sign for Hex though. The big sponsorship, even if there's some drama there with the fan club. Bob Wells says, I was so excited to have 8-minute pending stake, but they are making me wait until tomorrow. Ouchie. I bought that nice PLSD bottom, says Fat Sammy. Nice work. We look forward to it. Give us an update, Fat Sammy, how that goes. Looks like PLSD shook off most of its paper hands. See, not even one whale sold. True that, Rod Fitzpatrick. That has been the first test. PLSD sold off as smaller hands got in on the Hedron pump. Now Hedron made a local high. That money is moving back to PLSD, says Fat Sammy. And Brent says, did you talk about PulseBitcoin website yet, Superman? I did. In fact, here it is here. Bam. That is it there. Francis in the house. Hello, Francis. Good to see you. Great White in the house. Hello, Superman. Good to see you. Great White in the house. And Hex Token channel member as well. Support. Woohoo. Always good to see Great White in there. What else we got? The Bob was, hey, looking at the PulseCon page, thinking about the RH video with the two guys in the painting. Did they give RH a golden ticket? Could that be for PulseCon? I think you're right. I was trying to work out what that was, and I think that you're probably right there with that. That's a very good observation. Let's check out that video. Here we go. Watch very careful.
Pleasure to meet you. Pleasure to meet you as well. How's it going? Look at the bling. Flexing. Hard flexing.
You know he did the watch for me.
Man. So what's in here? What's this?
Show us.
Maybe we should find out who you are first. Tell me about you, man.
I'm Art Moracle. I really enjoy everything you've ever done here to get us going. Hexagon big time.
Nice, man.
Oh, yeah.
Why'd you get in? Why
did I get in? Because you had the best. You absolutely had the best. I did my research, man.
Nice, man.
I was a Bell Labs researcher for 30 years.
That's
I
amazing.
knew exactly what I wanted.
Oh, the frame, my God. That's beautiful. That's really great. That is exactly the style that I love, man. Sparkly, wealthy, rich, high contrast.
Exactly. Diamond studded.
You hit it, man.
Diamond studded
gold.
gold.
There are mountains of gold everywhere there.
I gotta say, it's pretty cool that someone would get in a private jet, have an amazing piece of art commissioned by apparently an extremely famous artist. You know, I hear that he knows 6 presidents and he's on the board of directors of some fancy stuff. Tell me the idea. How'd you get the idea?
But the ones that is really like dedicated, have discipline and passion for what they do, they become very successful like you. So this is really, symbolize and epitomize, success in such a big way.
I love it, dude.
It's you.
Thank you, man. Thank
My
you so
pleasure,
much.
man.
It's sick.
Great. I'm
it's
so
really
happy
sick.
that Arthur commissioned me to do that.
Nice. Ooh. Yeah, look at that.
For inviting us and
Thank you, man.
Amazing, Thank
Hey,
you so much.
anybody that wants to come on a jet and bring amazing art to me, I'm welcoming them. What a great and wonderful thing.
All right, so that was kind of cool, and I'm just saying I've looked back at this ticket. Let's see if we can get this ticket here. What do we got? The Burrito Ball, I think this is. That's a little difficult to see there on the out thing there, but it does look like. Let's look on this one. It's got a Burrito Palace there, golden ticket. A Burrito Palace. So I'm not sure if that's in Las Vegas, where that is, but and there it is. Golden ticket there. Can't recognize anything else in there. Let me know what you guys think about that. Burrito Palace. I'm not sure what that's all about there. So let us know if you've got any insights. Cool. All right. Very nice. Very nice. All right, so that's cool. That video is so cool. The highest stakes, man. This stuff is just top notch. I love it. All right, welcome to the stream, everybody. DHEX says, smash the like. Yeah, definitely smash the like. Hit the subscribe button as well. Love Rich is in the house. I'm here. Hey, good to see you, Love Rich. What's the deal with PulseBitcoin? Yeah, well, PulseBitcoin here, we are expecting to have staking and deflation to Pulse Dogecoin. So not much else out at the moment. Contract and app are fully deployed, not fully deployed yet. So we will wait and see about that. So cool. We'll find out in due course. All right, let's jump back to the markets. That's where we are on the quad charts. Hex at the top left, Hedron in the top right there, and Maximus at the bottom 2 charts. The left is the premium and the right is the price. So kind of where we're at there. Hedron to the moon says DHEX. I think so. I think it's going to do a lot better than most people think. Brazil says, if you stake PLSD, you get free Pulse Bitcoin. Simple as that. Yeah, I think that's probably the way it's going to be. And Great White says, copy that. Copy that, British LG out on the beach. We got that going. Damn, I'll rewind to watch what you said about the Pulse Bitcoin. Now, don't worry, we discovered it again there, Brennan, so it's okay. RH for the win says lies beneath. Absolutely. I tried to look it up, couldn't find it. Says Sandy Beach. Nice. Glad I grabbed some PLSD early. Nice work there, Great White. RH has become his own meme, says Fat Sammy. Yeah. Beautiful frame, says KKKK. Yeah, beautiful frame. That painting does look really good. It's really out there and wild and raw. That's the way Richard likes stuff. So and the red shoes, I like the red shoes. No, I seen the painter's name on the ticket, so probably for an art show. Yeah, that too. Bobwell's probably an art show. One thing I noticed is that the colors are a bit washed out in the highest stakes. Is Exodal. Yeah, maybe because it's a pre-run, they haven't done the color work. You know how you do in post production. With these are just teasers, video teasers. So maybe that's the case. As a print guy, that is a lovely bit of print on that invite check. Yeah, that was pretty nice actually. Burrito Palace fast food joint. Joking, says Katie. Yeah, true. Physical golden ticket ensures your admittance with a guided tour to the Burrito Palace located in Miami, Florida. Okay, cool. Thanks, Lammy. That like a boss, Lammy, like a boss. That's some alpha drop there. Nice. All right, so I'm sure Benito is the artist that painted the deal. That's possible too, but I think the Burrito Palace located in Miami seems like the right one there. Although the toilets work at Burrito Palace, they will be getting working. That's pretty funny, Brennan. All right, sir, to win the moon to Pulsechain. Well, we're one day closer to Pulsechain, or Pulsechain as you call it. Boss says, "Oh well, I guess my new stake did start. I'm sure it did start. You got in there just in the nick of time there, Bob. Very cool. Uncle Wells in house there, Bob Wells. They always start at the beginning of the next day after you stake. Yeah. Well, the thing is that Bob didn't want to have to wait, 20 hours before it actually started staking. So 8 minutes before close was the way to go. Burrito Palace is the largest studio of a visual artist in the world and in history. Okay, cool. Thanks, Lemmy. Nice work. All right, cool. Yeah, apparently made $250,000 in sales last year. So that's a pretty epic artist there, right there. All right, cool. That is where we're at. We're at 5.5 cents. See, we're on the daily. We've got the Hex daily stats out. I think we have. Let's have a look here. Day 981. Hold off the press. Here we go. 9th of August, 2022. We got a price of 5.484 cents. So we just missed out on the 5.5 there. We're up 3.7%, 2 days in a row. Nice little increases. Payout per T-share, 6.154 Hex per T-share. The T-share rate at $12.69 US dollars per T-share. And the T-share rate is up 7.7 to 23,140. This is going to go up and to the right forever, pretty much. So just remember that. We do have some dot days in there, but it's largely going up and to the right. Now, if you want to get a T-share for the third of this price, you have to stake for 10 years. So you get 20% more shares per year, 200% for 10 years. So that's the only way of getting this for a third of this price. So up and away. Now, let's take this market price. Let's get the old calculator up. Let's do some maths. So if we just take 23,140, 23,140, and multiply that by say the all-time high, which I have is 51.7 cents. I noticed that Richard has used 56 cents on some occasions. I'm not sure what chart he's talking about on that one, but maybe it was something he saw. In any case, that would bring the T-share price if we were back at 51.7 cents. That would bring us up to 11,963 US dollars. So basically $12,000 a T-share. We get back to the old all-time high in Hex price. So keep that in the back of your mind. Average stake length 6.53 years. And of course, the APY rate, yield, and emergency in-stake penalty is 38.6%. The liquidity in the pool, 169.7 million Hex in the pool, up from yesterday, which is means we've had some liquidity play since we've had a higher price. It means that some more liquidity has been added to this pool. And of course, the US dollars down from 13 million to just under 13 million. So definitely some liquidity being moved around there. both on Hex side and the USD side there. Liquidity in the ETH pool is up at 12.89, so maybe a lot of the trading was happening in the ETH pool there, as opposed to USDC. We've got change in T shares there, down 4,800, and we're sitting at 10,431,000 T shares. Remember that the Hex is easy to understand. We have inflation with penalties. That's a reward pool. And then we have the ownership pool, which is full of T shares. And we've got 10.4 million T shares in there. You change either of those and you change the payout of Hex to T share ratio, which is currently 6.1. As we saw it back here, is 6.154 today. So cool. Let's go through. We got a big change in circulating supply and staked Hex today. So increase in circulating supply, decrease in staked Hex. That's a pretty decent day for that. The stake percentage of coins, 9.58% of all Hex is staked, down from yesterday's 9.6%. And the penalties here, 424,000 is staked in penalties. Now, if you're new to Hex, you're wondering why the stake percentage is down a lot. It's because we have a big entity called the Origin account with a whole ton of daughter addresses that holds the majority of Hex. So that's kind of why we're down at that point. Now, the Origin account does have about probably around about 12-13% of the staked Hex at the moment. I think it's sitting around about 7.3 billion or so over the next, I think, probably 7 years, something like that. And it may probably stake more in the future, is my guess, to regulate the APY, is my guess on that one. Anyway, so let's have a look here. We've got current stakers up 87. We've got 100,683 stakers. We've had a pretty good, look at that, last 10 days. Pretty nice growth in the staker class there. Very cool. Hex is designed for staking, so cool. And the number of wallet increases, 161 today. Nice at 307,373. So we're heading up towards our next target. Let's say 350. That's pretty cool. Our total holders up 249 to 479,768. That's going up pretty nicely too. So our big target there, 500,000, looking good. And what day is it? Day 982 has just started. We're 28 minutes into it. And of course, we're only 18 days away from 1,000 days in the Hex journey. Very exciting. Very excited, as we say, very excited. So looking good. So look at the whale bot. Really the only big deals there. We had some liquidity moves around here. The last 16 hours is 4.3 million Hex removed for $500,000 US. That's why I'm saying there's been some liquidity moves as well. We had this 13 hours ago, we had 2.8 million Hex sold. And of course, this is, as Somi says, this is wallet 91A, which has been moving stuff around the last day in terms of sales. So cool. And then, of course, we've also got another one from the same wallet here, which is, I'll just move forward here. So this one here, 10 hours ago, did another transaction. It's the wallet 91A again, delete detailed post below. So both of the big transactions, the sales were from the same wallet, 91A there. And that's pretty much it for the day. That's pretty much it. So a bit of liquidity moving into sales from the same wallet. That's pretty it. Cool. There we go. All right, let's have a look at the Hex chart. We're at 5.5 cents. We're just coming up to an hour on the live stream, which is pretty nice. And hey, I've got my second walk today. I've got to make myself go, and it's sunny outside. I've got to take my Walkman. My Walkman I took yesterday, it died like, I must have been like maybe 200, 300 meters out of the house. And the old Walkman died there. That was so sad. I had to walk without any sound. It just makes it easier, especially when you first start walking, to have a bit of music. To put a little beat in your step, as it were. But hey, it was a nice walk nevertheless. So starting nice and easy. I actually did 60, 70 minutes. Could you believe my first walk? So if you've not walked before, I generally would say start with 20 minutes, maybe something like that, 30, 25, depending on this what your health is like when you're starting. And then of course you can ramp it up from there. As you're listening to your body. Make sure that body's not getting over pressured as you ease into that. But yeah, it's definitely starting pretty nicely. All right, we've got a couple comments in the chat there. What else there? Preto certainly is a self-publicist like Richard Hart, says Lemmy. I see. Brito Palace is the largest studio of visual artists in the world and in history, says Lammy. It sounds like a $250 million in annual revenue. That's some pretty insane amount of money for an artist. Yes, Superman, and I'm a radio guy. Copy. Yeah. Nice one there, Rick. Great white. RV, great white, RV. So, hey, Sandy, I wish next year I'm hoping to make it to a gathering. You are correct. Nice. Yeah, I think obviously Pulsechain and Hex are just going to keep growing year after year after year. It's going to be crazily good. The community is going to get so big. It's amazing. Bob, no, I cannot go, but next year it will be epic. Popping in for a like, go friends, says Thomas Turner. Hey, Thomas, good to see you in the house. Appreciate the drop in. And yes, it will. This year could be epic if RH launches PLS Live. Imagine that at PulseCon. We shouldn't hype ourselves up about that, though, because we don't want to get disappointed. But hey, the stars could align. The stars could align. Richard did talk about a few things in this video about, Hex, probably the bottom for Hex being in. The bear market being 18 months from April, May last year, the first top. And of course, what else? Some of the stable coins have been moved from the sacrifices, and what else? There's a few other things in there too. So yeah, definitely possible. The testing though is just the one thing that has me thinking it's later on. That's probably the biggest thing at this stage. Lady Beach says, hey, Thomas. And Bob Wells says, Superman, have you ever posted a photo of you in your weightlifting prime? Weightlifting prime? I wasn't a weightlifter. I was a classical ballet dancer. I'm not a weightlifter. Bob Wells says, too late, Superman. In my head, that's how it's going down, says Bob Wells. Yeah. I'm not a weightlifter. The lesser expectations one has, the less disappointed one will be. Rather pleasantly surprised, possibly, says Hexodal. I like that. I don't think that will happen because a lot of Hexicans are traveling, won't have their hard wallets, says Sandy Beach. 45 cents Hex by September 28th, says DX. Woo! Hot doggity dog. Well, I was hoping by the 21st because we've still got the interest Fed rate hikes. If the inflation comes up higher than 8.7, then we might see them tightening a bit more. I don't think these guys don't know what they're doing in the Fed, so I think we'll be fine. I think we're going to be fine, but we will have volatility. There's no doubt we'll have volatility, and like I say, we've still got a window of opportunity, and I do believe that runs through until that time quite reasonably. After that, it gets a bit harder to assess what's going on. We've got so many fundamentals between now, after the inflation coming out tomorrow, and the Fed interest rate. We've got that window of opportunity. It's beautiful, and everything seems to be lining up pretty nicely for Hex. I'm expecting another public testnet before we get a launch announcement. Yeah, me too, Brendan. I think that's definitely in the pipeline too. We could get that too. So yeah, I still think that possibly the December, January seems more likely at this stage. But there's always there is a couple of rationales. Albeit weak for a September launch. Bob says, "Oh, okay, must have been Superman tag that made me think that." Says Bob. No, I got my Superman tag because I was so powerful as a dancer on the dance floor when I was doing my ballet that because I could do superhuman things. I used to spend over 40 hours a week training at classical ballet, so my body was just absolutely powerful and flexible. And I've still got my flexibility. I just haven't got the power that goes with it, and the technique is probably waned like 95%. So yeah, this is the way it happens when you don't do anything. And I've added on a lot of weight since then. That's probably the other way I would put it. That's why I'm going walking. Bob. And day two today. Day two. We're gonna get the fitness up and get the heart rate up and all the rest of it. I'm Superman and I'm reading this chat. Says Hexodal. Yeah. The corn guy will be on chatting with the captain at 10. A corn guy. I don't even know who that is. Sandy Beach, but cool. Thanks for the heads up. I'm expecting a 2023 launch, but closed testnet, says Fat Sammy. I see. Yeah. Well, I'm hoping it's not. If it's 2023, then January the latest is kind of I'm hoping there. Keep typing, people. Says Hexodal. Keep typing. No. I'm going to read the comments. So cool. All right. So there we are. Because I've pretty much finished my wrap up for the day. So I'm reading comments. It's all Corn the band. Okay, Corn the band. Cool. That's cool. Yeah. What was that? Was it Coffee that had a rock? A lady from who was a rock star. That was pretty cool. The lead singer of Korn. Okay, cool. Yeah. Well, didn't Crypto Coffee have? He had a girl who was a rock star. I think a rock star, and he interviewed her. I hadn't actually watched the video, but I did see it pop up. What else is going? DB says, not a fan of their music, but that's good for Hex, for sure, says DB. Nice one. All right, cool. VIP, okay, we're going to wrap up here. We're up to 1 hour and 5, and we've got Hex Hodl there. Who is it? Hex Hodl? No, we've got Fat Sammy in there being funny. So we're gonna wrap up now. Let's get into some of the comments. No, we're not doing the comments. We're not doing the. I know you want me to talk about comments. We're not doing the comments. Let's move over. We're going to move over further. Let us go. Don't forget, we've got a few things coming. I'm going to play a few ads at the end of this live stream. So hope you guys enjoy that. I will be back on in 5 hours time for a second live stream, but I'm going for my walk now. Day number 2. So there we are. Day number 2 is coming on. Where's my player? I'm looking for my player here. Bam. Power City Core. Here we go. Peace out, everybody. Catch you in 5 hours time. And we'll see what else happens in the market. Green, green, green. It's looking good so far. Let's get into it.
This is the opportunity of a lifetime. Yes, every scammer in the world is going to tell you something similar, but in this case, you are actually going to have regret.
I mean, you're scamming everyone.
Richard Hart, he's got a history of being called the spam master.
There's some weird things going on with his coins.
Making one of the biggest Ponzi schemes that we have ever seen.
Hex coin is 1000% a scam coin.
People are going to lose money because of you.
Remember all the haters? All the haters that told you that I was a scammer and Hex was a scam? I got bad news for the haters. We're making new all-time highs where everything else is getting wrecked. Price is up 4,000 or 5,000 fold in 600 days.
I've made enough money in the last week that I could buy a house in cash.
I would never have to work another day in my life.
I'm here to shill. I want to change the world, and I can only do that if people participate. The only thing that matters in this world is goods and services. Everything else is accounting. And our made-up imaginary internet money is better than the government's made-up imaginary internet money. Both of them are only backed by the shared fiction of the humans believing that they have value.
If Hex is a religion, then Richard is God.
I'm in crypto for glory. I want to have the best cryptocurrency that's ever existed. I want to have the best performing asset that's ever existed.
And so I think of blockchain as like the internet. In the 90s, everyone thought the internet was just for email.
I bought some this morning.
They're imaginary quarters. Like, it's like playing Monopoly.
I put it all in. I went.
Like, all what?
All of our house money.
This is a force that is not going to go away. The cryptocurrency is not going away. And at some point, the people that you met that you thought were crazy loon birds, they're going to be in the 1%, and they're going to be the people that own half everything.